Alright guys, so I got a cool one today. So you guys probably already know what this is. This is a Benchmade Model 42 and it's an authentic one. So this is like a grail of mine, something I've wanted for a really long time, basically since I was like 13, 12 and got into balisongs and was really broke then, didn't have a job. Um, and I knew about this knife, but all I knew is that it was rare, discontinued, and had no idea where to find one. But flash forward, you know, 10 years, I finally had the chance to get one, and I did. So here it is. The famous Benchmade Model 42. It's in pretty good condition, honestly. It's pretty mint. I think there's a little bit of blade rub on the handle, or on the blade, but that's pretty inevitable for these things from what I've heard. Just being that these things have tap and play, like all of them. So, I mean, this is like a decade old knife. It's gonna have it, unless it's, been on a display shelf its entire life, which a lot have. Um, so let's kind of take a look at it here. Gonna have to ignore that blue tint there. It's coming from my PlayStation screen. So, first impressions are this knife is beautiful. Way more beautiful in person than I ever would have guessed. I love the milling and just the overall shine on these titanium handles here. You can see the milling is really precise, and that's actually one way to tell the difference between a fake and a real one. The milling on fake ones will be pretty shitty and just won't be precise like that. Also, on the inside here, you'll be able to see kind of like marks where like the drill came down, I guess, and that's another giveaway. That kind of scratch on the inside there is from the blade hitting, I believe. But yeah, and another giveaway, fake versus real, is the latch. The real latch is a lot thicker on the bottom, you can see, and on a fake one, it's really thin. So this isn't a fake versus real comparison video, but I just thought I would go over that. So other first impressions on this, I would say, is as a flipper, it's a little bit overrated. It almost feels, forgive me for saying this, but almost like a cheap butterfly knife. Like, not flimsy, but almost kind of like a toy. And this is what a lot of other reviewers have said too. So I kind of expected that, but you just don't understand it until you've actually flipped it for yourself. It's really light. I think it comes in at 4.1 ounces, maybe 4.2. So it's really fast. But my favorite one is a BRS replicant. My favorite balisong, BRS replicant, and there's just really not a whole lot of comparison. I mean, the BRS replicant, the Alpha Beasts, those are new balisongs, and this is over a decade old, right? And I believe at retail, this thing was only like, what, 200, 300 bucks, But now you're going to pay, I don't know, $500 to $1,000 depending on the condition. So no, it doesn't flip like a $600-800 knife because it isn't one. It's more of a collector's piece at the end of the day, as you all know. I'm not going to go into the specs of this just because I think going over specs are a little bit boring, to be honest. You know, like if you want to know the specs, there's the internet. Um, I mean, I could give you some quick ones. Titanium handles, 154 cm steel, Benchmade. So, overall, I'm a big fan of it. Um, would I say that this is worth $600 to $800? Because that's what I see most of them going for nowadays. Um, as a flipper, no, absolutely not. As a collection piece, that's a staple mark of the balisong community and a piece of balisong and Benchmade history. Yes. Um, I could see these things going up in price, you know, over the years. So if you want to own one and you get the shot, you know, I definitely recommend it. But don't expect, you know, it to be like some, you know, game-changing butterfly knife as far as flipping goes. But yeah, so that is my opinion on the Benchmade Model 42.